You know, not everybody is going to approve of and understand the way that you worship God. You got people who know your darkest secrets. They know all the mistakes that you make. They seen your weaknesses and your shortcomings put on Front Street, and they're going to judge you, you know? This is why we are scared to get in the presence of God. This is why we're scared to stand up and clap at church. This is why we're scared to talk about God in public, because the backlash. But we forget who the enemy really is. The Bible says we wage is not against flesh and war, but spiritual principalities in wicked, dark places, in high places, you know? We forget that the devil uses people, even Christians, as instruments to steer us away from God. We forget that he wants to see us down. Whenever we fall, he wants to keep us there. That's why the devil operates in the ways that he do. That's why a lot of things seem strange to us. That's why attacks come in abundance. They come in abundance, and sometimes you might back off and then come at you at a certain appointed time, because he understands timing. And this is a creature. Satan is a creature who existed before the earth was formed. So his knowledge is kind of, it goes deeper than us, than what we can understand. So he understands life on a different level, because God gave him the power to. God allowed him to I ain't gonna say gave him, he allowed him. He allows him to have the power to for the time being. So we have to be very, very serious about our worship, because one thing about worship, it gives us joy in any time that we are in. It don't matter how bad life is going. If we continue to worship God, to give praise and thanks to him, it's nothing that can tear us down. He said a righteous man falls 7 times and get up 7. The only way to keep getting up is worship. Is you worship Jesus Christ. It don't matter about your mistakes. The devil want to condemn you and steadily bring up your past, because he knows his future. He wants to ruin your future because he has none. He doesn't have a future. This is why I say life is war. It's a fight. This is why it's a fight, because you got to constantly believe. You got to constantly believe in the goodness of God over the evil of yourself and Satan. You got to put that first. And the more you spend time in worship and giving God thanks and praise, the easier it is to overcome sin. The more you appreciate the goodness of God and everything that's about his character, the more you are by default you abundantly become like God. But you have to remain humble and do it as a lifestyle in order to keep being transformed and renewed, and for God to keep ascending you level on level on level.